What's up, Tiger fans? It's Morgan here, back again with another 5-minute video about your Clemson Tigers. And today I wanted to discuss two players that recently announced to the media while in Miami for the Orange Bowl that they are expected and planning on turning pro after this season. So any shadow of a doubt that these guys would return has been put to rest. They are going to finish out the season strong, finish out the Orange Bowl and their football program with the Clemson Tigers, and then move on to getting ready for the NFL. Let's start with the first one up top on the screen. You've got Davis Allen, tight end, comes out and says to the media, quote, "This is it for me. So I graduated on the 22nd and just recently got engaged too. Congratulations, Davis Allen. I'm going to give the NFL a shot. I'm going to train and go and do pro day and all that. I think I will regret it if I didn't give it a shot and see where it goes. That's the plan right now." When asked if he was focused on the NFL, he replied, "The only focus I had this year was the team. The other stuff will take care of itself. I'll start worrying about all that next week after this game is over with. But right now I'm focused on winning this game and hanging with my teammates." Really good for him to see him finish out his Clemson career and finish through to the bowl game as well. For the season right now, Allen has 35 catches for 394 yards and 5 touchdowns. Last season, he had 28 receptions for 208 yards. I think I speak for all Clemson fans and I say that I would have liked to see more use from the tight ends this year. I don't know really what caused that. Was it the quarterback? Was it the situations, the defense? Was it the tight end? Who knows? But I really felt like we would see more from the tight ends. We saw some glimpses that they could contribute and be very good in the Clemson offense. But again, the entire season really could be marked by the one word of inconsistency on offense. That's for sure. When you look at guys after Davis Allen, who is a guy that I had on my roster on Twitter at the Morgan T Show, that he would not be returning. So this is not a surprise to me. Next up, the oldest guys in the room, redshirt junior Sage Ennis and Jake Brenningstool, who's a true junior. Those guys I look to see more. Obviously, Brenningstool was a highly rated recruit that I want to see more of. I've been begging to see more of, so I hope that's there. Josh Sapp is a guy who is going to be, I'm assuming, a redshirt freshman, and you look to see him get in there. And then Clemson's added 2 tight ends to the mix as well, from Florida and from Pennsylvania. Yet Olsen Pat Henry and Marcus Dixon. Both those guys, when I take a look at the film, are guys who have played outside wide receiver and tight end at their high school. So these guys are guys that are not just blockers. You know, they're out there that can go out and run routes and play wide receiver if they need to, and be in that type of pass catching tight end that I think myself and a lot of fans want to see. So only time will tell, though, because those guys, I'm not sure if either one of those are enrolling early, but you know, when you're a tight end, you also have to learn how to block for sure, and that takes some time to understand what you're doing in there. The next player on the list, and a guy that's below Davis Allen there, is the legendary, the amazing, the elite Jordan McFadden, the guy who's been with the team forever. It seems like he's just been Mr. Consistency on the offensive line. When the offensive line was going through so much injury and problems, he was one of the few, if not maybe in some cases, in some games, one of the only guys you could really count on, and he's been a true leader for the team. He said, quote, "This is my last time riding with these guys. For me, I'm just trying to take it all in and make the most of the opportunity. This will be it for me." He said, "Being a place for so long, it's hard to leave, but it feels like it's time for me to move on and try my chances at the pros." You know, to be honest with you, again, another guy who I feel like nobody could really be shocked to say that he was leaving. Been great to have him stay, but you know, that's the joy and the curse of college football, is that as a fan, as a coach, as a roster management guru, you don't get these guys forever. There are no 10-year contracts or even 6 or 8-year contracts with these guys. You only get them for a short period of time, and you have to try to get everything to gel together at the same time. The big question there is one that Walt Deptula has brought up on the radio a ton, is who's going to be Clemson's next left tackle? it's not fully known who will be the Clemson's next tackle. I mean, you have Tristan Lee, who's a former 5-star guy that has been recruited to take that place. And as of the depth chart that you get from the media guide for this Orange Bowl game, he is the backup left tackle. So you would assume that he would eventually get into that role. And now, starting after the bowl game, take over. Maybe he'll even get even more snaps in this bowl game against Tennessee. Only time will tell for that. But I think it is time to play Jordan McFadden and then start to play some of your newer guys, get them acclimated to the positions that they're going to be moving into. But something I think we'll see more of in the spring and have a better idea going forward as they get more practice under their belt. I mean, if Tristan Lee, his lack of playing time hurts him in his move up into the starting position, you could look at guys like Marcus Tate, who's had an opportunity to do that. The only unfortunate thing with Marcus Tate is now he's injured and will likely not be playing much at all in the spring. So that kind of my initial reaction to him being the guy, probably not going to be the guy now. So you go back to Lee. Well, if Lee's not the guy, or who's going to back up Lee, you look at maybe one of these guys like Colin Sadler, maybe Blake Miller, a guy who played right tackle, could move over to left tackle in a pinch if you needed it. Might not be the best situation, but there is definitely going to be a question mark after all these years of having the guy is going to be your left tackle leave. There is going to be a question mark there. Maybe it's one of these guys that like a Zechariah Owens or one of these guys that's a true freshman. But to be honest with you, I take that back. And there's probably not going to be a true freshman starting at left tackle. If there is, that'd be a bigger concern out there for sure. So we will see. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. To me, it kind of tees up to be Tristan Lee's job next up. If not, I'm going to say, I'll say Blake Miller after that. So let me know what you think in the comments. If I'm wrong, if I'm completely off base, if you're going to miss these guys, let us know in the comments. And hey, if you like this video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of my exclusive Clemson content I put out every single week.